Hey, what's going on everybody? It's me, Hydros, and today we're going to be reviewing the recent nerfs that just went out, as well as the tier set, my initial thoughts on what I think about the tier set. So let's go over the nerfs first, and this came out from Wowhead. It's the new PTR class tuning, we'll say, notes that are upcoming, and it seems Preservation has two nerfs. One will be a revert to Spirit Bloom healing, which I think is way too big. I don't understand why they completely reverted the 25%. It felt really nice. Maybe it was a little bit too overpowered, but 25% like complete gut is a little bit crazy to me. Healing increases across the board through various abilities. Kind of concerning to see this nerf. Maybe, I mean, at least leave maybe 15%, you know, a 10% nerf would be okay. I just don't understand why they completely just reverted the 25%. But the next one, it's not as big, and probably won't even be felt, to be honest, because Rewind would probably do a lot of healing during the times that you need it. You'll feel it a little bit more on Mythic progression, I want to assume, but it's just a 7% nerf, you know, from 44% or 40%. So Rewind initially recovered 40% of damage taken in the last 5 seconds, and now it's going to be 33%. Like I said, you probably won't feel this until you're doing hardcore Mythic prog, where a lot of damage comes out. You'll be able to see it. All right, so let's move on to the tier set. My initial thoughts. So 2 set is going to be empowered spells cast up to 5 living flames to enemies or allies struck at 40% effectiveness. I want to say this 2 set is probably the best 2 set we've ever had, and quite frankly could be the best healer 2 set outside of Disc Priest, because Disc Priests are getting their damage increase. All right, so I wanted to find some players so you can see this in action. But basically the tier set is every time you use an empowered ability, which is going to be your Fire Breath, Spirit Bloom, or Dream Breath, after you use that ability, you're going to have 5 living flames that will shoot out at enemies or allies struck at 40% effectiveness. And most of the time I want to say allies are preferred. The damage is nice, but I do see this happening more on my teammates than the enemies that I'm fighting, right? So we'll start with living, we'll do a Fire Breath. So and I don't think you have to, it doesn't matter how many charges you have, you can have 1 charge and the same amount of living flames. As you see, you're going to go out. So Spirit Bloom as well. I'm going to heal Spirit Bloom, we'll go max. And you can see 5 living flames will always go out. It'll either be onto our targets or allies around us. Living Dream Breath. And living flame happens after the initial projection of, you know, Spirit Bloom, Fire Breath, or Dream Breath. And that's the 2 set. And like I said, this is one of the best tier sets we've ever had, right? All right, so our 4 pace basically is every time those living flames go out and heal an ally, they will apply echo at 70% effectiveness. Now, initially when this first came out, it was 100% effectiveness, and I think they stealth nerfed it. I didn't even see a Wowhead post on it or anything. So instead of 100%, it got dropped to 70%, so 30% nerf roughly, which is not bad. And the good thing too is I've tested this out, and basically whenever living flame goes out, maybe I can proc one here just to show you. All right, so we have some that went out. Do any of these people have echo? No, they don't. Let's see if we can get an echo out here. I'll try it again. Okay, I've seen. All right, this person has echo, right? So this person has echo, and immediately when I shoot a temporal anomaly, as you see, it does not overwrite that echo because temporal anomaly has echoes at 30% effectiveness, right? So the higher echo that you already have out on a target will always be preserved and maintained over a lower percent based echo through temporal anomaly, so it does not get overridden, right? So I know people have questions about that, and I tested it and it's worked so far. I haven't had any issues in that area. But the main thing that I dislike about this, as I said, is this is a casino roulette. Okay, so the living flame has a chance. All right, big emphasis on the chance here. You're playing a slot machine. It's RNG. And there's some math behind this someone did already, and I'll put it up on screen now. So it's basically every time we cast Spirit Bloom or Dream Breath, we'll get X amount of echoes from our 4-piece, and we can represent our odds through these percent-based values. So the higher you go of your proc, you have diminishing returns on the probability percent of a X amount of echoes, right? Which is disgusting. I don't like it. It's not a good 4-set at all. Is it our worst 4-set? Not necessarily. It's still a 70% echo. It's better than the 30% temporal anomaly echo that goes out, right? But at the end of the day, you're still playing with the game of chance, right? You're still trying to get that 70% echo application through your living flames when you press and a power ability. Like, you're just saying, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? And if it doesn't happen, if you continuously pump out empower abilities and you just don't get that proc chance of echoes, it's just like, what are you doing at the end of the day? What is my 4-set, right? My 4-set is not helping me at all. All right, so in conclusion, the Spirit Bloom nerf, it's horrible. I don't think they should completely revert the entire 25% buff. The rewind nerf is probably not going to be that impactful until you're, running Mythic Prog. You'll feel it a lot more during those high-end healing fights. It was kind of warranted too. Rewind's still very powerful, right? A 1-button heal. It's just a little bit crazy if you time it correctly. And then the 4-set, tier 2-set, amazing, great, the best thing ever for evokers. I just love it. It's amazing. The 4-set, however, change it, Blizzard. I beg you. I beg you to, I don't know, alter it some way. Less RNG, less roulette slot machine, and more player ability to manage how the 4-set works, right? Because there's been times, and you can even go back at some of my Mythic Plus videos that I've uploaded, there's been times where I'll throw out a Dream Breath, I'll throw out a Spirit Bloom, I'll throw out with my Fire Breath, and it's just like, I have no echoes going out at all, Like, how crazy is this RNG chance actually, right? Also, don't forget, I will be live streaming the raid testing today over on my channel, twitch.tv/Hydros Music. Come check me out. I'll be doing some Mythic Plus probably afterwards, mostly Preservation Evoker, but we might hop into some Disc Freeze. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you again for the next one.